Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Not Hardcore Minecraft. So in the last episode we built up the gold farm and this very efficient but very loud piglin trader. And let me just be the first to say, piglins, not fun to work with. But in the end, it was worth it for all the resources that I'm gonna be getting. But since they were so difficult to work with, I thought I'd give myself a little bit of a break this episode, and instead, I'll be working with villagers, because everybody knows that villagers are so much fun to work with. I've said I'd get around to the villager trading hall in the past 3 episodes, I think, and I ended up getting distracted and doing other builds, so I think today is finally gonna be the day. But before I can actually do that, I need to do a little bit of mining, because I am very diamond poor. I think I have maybe 1 diamond, so let's get to it. So I ended up mining for a really long time, and I mean like a really long time. I wanted to originally mine for maybe an hour or 2, but then I organized my inventory like this, and my brain wouldn't let me stop until it was completely full. In fact, I mined for so long that you could say that no YouTuber has ever done this before. I made 12 different strip mines, each of them 12 blocks wide, I think, and hundreds of blocks long. And I can say that it was honestly really worth it, because I don't think I'll ever have to go mining for diamonds again. But with the amount of time that I did spend mining, and the fact that it's only really going to take realistically a minute to a minute and a half of the episode, it kind of sucks, but I guess I'll live. And now that I'm done with that, I've collected all of these ores, which is a lot more than I had initially anticipated. Now what I'm going to do is take the ores and go build them up into like big stacks somewhere else, just to see how many of each of them I really got and to put it into scale. Okay, I think over here should be good. The area looks big enough. So let's get started with that. So this process took me much longer than I thought it would. Just the redstone alone was 1,777 blocks, and it took me around 30 minutes to place and break all of those blocks. Thankfully, the diamonds and lapis didn't take nearly as long. And honestly, I was surprised at how many more diamond ores than I got than lapis. The only reason I got those 3 ores rather than the other 2, which were gold and iron, is because I already have sources for unlimited amounts of those, so there would be pretty much no reason to mine them up. You could probably already see how big all of the stacks of ores are, but here's a better look at the redstone, lapis, and diamonds. Okay, now that I have everything really broken down and put into chests, I originally wanted to show it in shulker boxes, but it took up a lot more room than I had initially anticipated. These 4 chests alone are all of the redstone dust that I collected. These 2 are the lapis chests, which is still an insane amount of lapis for how much less there was of the redstone. And this chest is the one that I'm most excited about, all of these diamonds. I really do not think I will ever have to go mining for diamonds ever again, which is so nice. And it also means I can do this. Full diamond armor! Finally, permanently. Yay, no more broken stuff. Now that all of it is actually mined out, I can get on to the main part of the episode, which I have been looking forward to, which is the villager trading hall that is going to go inside of this mountain that I've been talking about for weeks. But of course, as per usual, the first step has got to be going out and collecting a bunch of resources. I'm pretty sure for this one, I can do a lot of it here, because 90% of the materials for this one are just wood. So as long as I have a decent amount of bones and bone meal, or I just wait for a long time, I should be fine. Oh, that is a lot of bone meal. Wow, that was so much better than using an iron pick. Efficiency 5 diamond? Perfect. Still need netherite though, but that's a task for another episode. Wink wink. Come on, tree, drop at least 1 sapling. 1 sapling! Okay, now drop another 1 sapling. Please, just drop 1 more sapling. No! No! Oh well. Hopefully this one will drop more than 1. Or just one at all. Drop another, please. That would be so awesome and so nice of you. Yay! And now I can grow 2 trees at once. I've gotten an idea, but it requires a lot of dirt. Because you can make 2x2 saplings with spruce, but it spreads podzol, and I don't want any podzol in my house. So, I wonder if this will work. Please no podzol, please no podzol. I am a genius! It worked! Wow, that is a lot of wood from just 4 of these big trees. I think I got rid of it all. Why aren't the leaves disappearing? One thing that I'm actually really glad about with this is that it's giving me a lot of saplings, meaning even after I'm done with all of this, I'll still have some left over just in case I need some more spruce wood in the future, which, knowing me and how I build, I absolutely will. Wait, that's dark oak. I'm stupid. But I'll still need spruce wood anyway. Hooray. I'm not really sure why I just said hooray. This is why you should never look at your phone when you're doing anything. Oh, wait. Oh, I just realized. It blew up my 2 acacia saplings that I have, and those are the only ones that I had. Oh boy. Looks like I gotta go find an acacia biome. Okay, so I think that is enough of each of the kinds of wood that I need. Hopefully I won't have to go back and get more. But one thing that I did actually discover when I was getting all the trees was that birch trees, when you bone meal them, can actually sometimes have a bee nest on them. Which is actually really useful because I need beeswax. And I had no way to get it, but now that I have these 2 little beehives, I can actually make a temporary little bee's nest, like farm, that can give me as much beeswax as I need. I have most of the stuff that I need for it already in here. I am just not 100% sure if this is going to be enough pairs of shears to fill up the 2 dispensers. Okay, now comes the tricky part, which I'm not actually sure how. Okay, I think I did this a little wrong. Yeah, because the beehives go there, and then there's supposed to be a block in between, and then the comparators go on top of that block. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so in theory, if I put these in very quickly, and then the glass here, actually I'll start with that, and then... Okay. Supposedly, the bees will be able to get to these and these flowers, but the bees are able to pollinate now, and because of that, they can fill up their beehives with whatever. Because I have the shears, it's going to be honeycomb. And then, since they can have up to 5 honeycombs inside, the output, once it reaches 5, will power the dispenser that's specifically on top of that one, which will break the honeycomb, go into the hopper, and then go into this chest. So, hopefully that works. A way to see if it's working at all is to see if any of the redstone is powered. And it is, which means that it is working. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. I will leave that going for a bit, and now the next thing that I really need to get is a bunch of copper, so I can start placing that around to let it oxidize for a while. I already have a decent amount right here, and I can start putting that in, but this is not going to be nearly enough. I know there's a little bit of copper down here in this mine, so I'm going to grab that too. Because with the fortune pickaxe, the fortune 3, this little vein is going to give me so much copper. Oh yeah, that is a lot of copper that I'm going to need to get a bunch of coal for to smelt. Despite getting all this copper, I don't actually need the beeswax for the copper to keep it oxidized. I actually need it for a bunch of candles, because the oxidized copper that I want to use is the one that's all the way green, blue, teal, whatever you want to call it, so I don't actually need the wax. Oh! It worked! Let's go! That wasn't going for a very long time, and I was kind of worried that it wasn't going to work. Was this like 6 candles? That's awesome. Okay. Good. I'm very happy to know that that's actually working. I actually think the reason that this started to work now is because I switched out the poppies for azalea leaves, and because for some reason the poppies, they were not going as fast, but the second I put the azalea leaves in, it's starting to actually go really quickly now. Alright, and now that I have all this copper, I would like to place it all and wait for it to oxidize. I'm probably going to do this in a time lapse just because I think it would honestly look pretty cool. But I have no idea how long it's gonna take, so here we go. I just ended up aging it on the nether roof. I really don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to put all of that copper in just a big block like that. I'm pretty sure I even said something about it being a very bad idea. I think it's interesting that I've never actually seen anybody utilize the nether roof for copper. And it's a really good place because it's just thousands and thousands of blocks of nothing, which makes it absolutely perfect for spacing out copper. And there we go, that is all of the copper picked up. And now that I've collected all the copper, I need to get some of the items that are in smaller quantities. Oh wow, it is getting very overpopulated over here. Wow, that is so many villagers. Wait, hold on. Guys, say cheese! Wait, what? It makes so many out of them, so I got all that copper for nothing? Honestly, that's kind of good, though. Oh, boy. Okay, I think I will be chillin' with copper. Nice. Okay, I did not know that. That it turns it into the when you go to the cut stuff, like the cut versions of the blocks from the regular, it like doubles it, or quadrupled it, or octupled it? I don't even know. But that's really good to know. Alright, and so now that I have all of the resources to actually build this trading hall, I can finally get started. Obviously, I'm going to do it in the form of a time lapse, because if I didn't, it would probably take 30 minutes of the episode. So, here we go. Alright, and as you can see behind me, it is finally done. This project was definitely a long time in the making, and I am honestly insanely happy with how it turned out. I absolutely love how this little library looks, with all the books and the candles and the lanterns. And here's the main thing, the villager trading hall. Obviously, none of the villagers are actually in it yet, and none of the workstations, but I have everything lined up for when I do actually end up putting the villagers in here. The reason this wall is still kind of blocked off is because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it, but I do think that I want to put maybe a Melanin pumpkin farm back there, so I can use that to get lots of golden carrots from the villagers that are going to be over there. And now comes the not so fun part. Taking these guys, turning them into zombie villagers, curing them, and then putting them in the farm. I'm not actually sure how many golden apples I have, but I know for a fact that I'm going to need more. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more than 8, and definitely going to need more than 1 weakness potion. If I remember correctly, there is 41 villager slots in here, 19 on each side and then 3 on the end. And I already have which villagers that I want to be in each of these things. I made a list of everything that I wanted, as well as a list of all the enchantments that each of those villagers is going to give me. And no, not all of them are going to be librarians like this dude, but a lot of them are going to be, so I can get full armor enchantments and have full tool enchantments just in case I ever die. I think how I'm going to do this is transport the villagers maybe 10 at a time for conversion, put them in a thing inside of there, have a zombie in there, cure them, put them in their place, then grab another 10, because putting all 41 villagers in one spot will not be fun. But first, I gotta get my potions up and my gold up. Okay, so I have made what I like to call the conversion box. That sounds not great, but it's all of these splash potions along with all of these golden apples to transform a lot of the villagers. Now I just have to start actually getting them over to here. I probably should have made the doors double wide in this thing, but I am not smart. Sometimes I wish that you could lead villagers around like you can other mobs. Maybe emeralds would work? Who knows? But sadly, I am left with boat transportation. Womp womp. Oh my god. Oh my god. I never want to work with villagers again. Ever. But here are all 41 villagers in their place, ready to start being traded with. Now I just have to get all the actual workplace blocks, like the lecterns and whatever I think I'm going to use. And here are all of the different workstations that I need for my villagers for what I decided to set up. Now comes the fun and very long process of getting the correct books from all of the librarian villagers. So, let's do it. And here we go. All 41 villagers assigned jobs and ready for trading. The librarians took me way longer than I would have wanted to. Sharpness 5 will forever be my least favorite enchantment. 45 minutes of cycling through trades just to get Sharpness 5. I hate you so much. But now that I have everything set up, I'm going to do a little bit of trading, get my emeralds up, and then finally enchant my armor and tools all the way like I've been wanting to for a very long time. One good thing is I do technically have a source of infinite emeralds, which is very useful. It does take a long time to build them up, but it does work, which is very nice. 1 emerald, diamond legs, and boot. Whoa! That is so enchanted! Oh my god, okay. Well, that's good. I'll never have to make diamond armor ever again. And there we go. Full diamond armor for 6 emeralds. That's amazing. Obviously, I'll unenchant it so I can put my own stuff on it, but that is still insane. Alright, so I have definitely got enough emeralds now to go around do a little bit of trading for all the things that I need for my armor and tools. The good thing is, in getting all these librarians, I already have a ton of books, so I might not even need to use all these emeralds for trading. Alright, I might have to go to my XP farm for a bit, because that took a lot of levels. And now back to enchanting. And there we go. That is everything completely enchanted up. Now I just have to go fully mend this elytra, and I will be 100%. And there is our fully repaired elytra. Now I can finally start to put everything on and get all armored up. It looks so nice. And it's probably never gonna break, so I'm very excited about that. Now there is one thing that I have needed to do for a very long time and just haven't, and I don't know why, but that is make an ender chest. And there we go. One ender chest. Now I can put all of these in it and have them wherever I go. Alright, so now I am going to build the Melanin pumpkin farm that I said I would build earlier over in this area. The only problem is I don't actually have any melon seeds or pumpkin seeds, so I gotta go find some of those. And it's so nice, because now I don't actually have to walk anywhere. I have my elytra and it won't break when I'm flying, and I'm so happy that I finally have a good way of transporting places. My only little problem with it right now is I know I'm going to run out of firework rockets very fast, so I have to do something about that. Awesome, that should be enough of both of the seeds. Now I can go back and actually start building this thing. Alright, and now that I have actually collected all of the resources for this thing, which is way more than I thought it would be, I can actually start building it. So I ended up just building the farm in a time lapse because it took me way longer than I had initially anticipated. Honestly, I'm really happy with how the farm looks, considering that melon pumpkin farms aren't exactly the most beautiful of farms out there. And I will admit, I did have to completely redo an entire section, the pistons and observers, after I finished filming because I put them in the wrong order, but I did get it all fixed up and it's working now. Okay, and now, after a very long time, this melon and pumpkin farm is finally done. After I finished it, I left it going for a bit, and it's pretty effective, honestly, I would say. But the good thing about all of this is now that I have all of this, I can trade the pumpkins and melons with these guys and get myself some golden carrots, which is honestly a much, 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 much better food source than the potatoes. Sorry, little potato farm, it's time for you to be retired, and I'll leave those to despawn and probably never harvest this again, unless I need emeralds from trading. But with that, I am going to end this episode here. All of this took me a very, very long time to do, and honestly, I am insanely happy with how it turned out. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!